Welcome back to the channel, guys. Recently, I took and passed the CompTIA Network Plus, and today I'm going to talk to you about my experience and what I use to study and a lot more. Roll my intro. What is the Network Plus? It's a entry-level networking certification. If you're wanting to get your foot in the door when it comes to networking, definitely start off with this certification. It's a vendor-neutral certification, unlike the CCNA, that is more geared towards Cisco products, for example. You have 90 minutes to complete the test itself. It's a 90-question test. Majority of it is multiple choice with a few performance-based questions. In order to pass this test, you need at least a 720. 1 through 10, 10 being the test is very difficult, I would give this about a 7 or an 8. The only other certification test I took was the Security Plus. And with the Security Plus, it was more know the vocabulary. With Network Plus, it was make sure you know the vocabulary and how to apply that knowledge. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised I passed the Network Plus in one attempt. A funny thing is, I actually got a higher score on this one than the Security Plus. The crazy thing, even though in my opinion Network Plus was a lot harder than Security Plus, I actually got the better score on Network Plus than I did Security Plus. With Security Plus, I barely passed it, but with Network Plus, my final score was well above that 720 that you need to pass. It took me a few months to study for this test. Now I've seen people study for 2 weeks and then pass it with no problem. So how long it takes to study for this exam is just solely dependent on you. For study materials, I used any and everything I could get my hands on. I'm not the best when it comes to networking, so I just wanted to make sure I had all the available resources to me. I used Professor Messer's video series along with his live stream study sessions. Along with that, I used Jason Dion's video series along with his practice tests on Udemy. I also used Andrew Ramdell's series along with his practice test. I used Emmett Delaney's Net Plus Cram book. That's on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can check that out. And finally, any stuff I was confused on, I would go ahead and use AI to better understand what I was confused on. Another way I would use AI is I would have it give me practice questions, and whatever I got wrong, it would explain to me why I got that wrong. Now there's a trick when it comes to using AI to study for these certification tests. What you need to do is you need to take your test objectives, any notes that you may have. I know when you buy Andrew's course and Jason Dion's course, they give you a PDF of everything you need to know on the test. What you do is you take that, your notes, your objectives, anything that you're using to study, and upload that into AI. Once you have all that uploaded, what you want to do is you want to tell the AI that you're using, in this case we'll use ChatGPT for example, and tell it, hey, give me practice questions, but only take practice questions from the notes that I uploaded. That way, it's just not pulling random stuff out of the air. It's not asking you a question that may be out of scope. It's strictly pulling from the resources that you uploaded. How did I know I was ready to take the test? That part's easy. With Jason Dion's test, I used that as a baseline to determine if I'm ready or not. The rule of thumb, and from what I've seen all over the internet, mostly on Reddit, if you're scoring at least a 75 or above on his test, then you should be good to go. With Jason Dion's test, they're a lot harder than the actual exam itself. So that's kind of a good baseline for you to use. When I was studying, I was hitting around low 80s with the occasional 90 every now and then. The one thing I don't like about Jason Dion's practice test is his questions. Some of them will be an entire paragraph long. With the actual exam itself, you're looking at maybe 1 or 2 sentences tops. Another way to know that you're ready is if you know your ports. Know your ports, know your ports, know your ports. I cannot stress that enough. If you do not know your ports, you're going to have a rough time not only on the Network Plus, but the A Plus, the Security Plus, all those common ports, they're going to be on all 3 exams. I've never took the A Plus, but I can confirm with the Security Plus and the Network Plus, a lot of those ports, they're going to be on both tests. Like, for example, port 22, SSH. That was on both the Network Plus and the Security Plus. The ports part of my studying, it wasn't that hard just because, like I said, a lot of those ports were already on the Security Plus with a few new ones that I did not recognize. You did your studying, you're ready to take the test. Let me give you a few tips to help you guys out. When you start your tests, skip the performance-based questions and save those for last. I say this because they are very time consuming, and also it's kind of you're giving yourself a mental edge. Because I'm not gonna lie, those performance-based questions, they were very difficult, and I think if I was to start with those first, regardless of time, I would kind of mentally psych myself out, be like, oh man, I know I did bad on these performance-based questions. Am I gonna do bad on the rest of the exam? Another reason to skip those PBQs and save them for last, sometimes those multiple choice questions will jog your memory and help you perform better on those performance-based questions. I know some of the multiple choice questions that I had on my test, it helped me jog my memory so I can perform better on those performance-based questions. Another tip, if you don't know a question, flag it, come back to it later. This is a 90-minute test. You don't have time to spend on just one question. So if you don't know it, skip it, come back to it. On my test, what I did was I skipped my performance-based questions. Then I went ahead and answered the multiple choice ones. With the multiple choice ones, even if you don't have an idea of what the answer could be, still, go ahead, put an answer down, and flag it to come back to it later. Once I did my multiple choice questions, that's when I went ahead and did those performance-based questions. And then after I finished those, I went back to the multiple choice questions that I had flagged. That was my experience, guys. I'm not gonna lie, to me at least, the Network Plus is a very hard test. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, it was easy. No, to me at least, and this is just to me, it was a very difficult test. In my opinion, a lot harder than the Security Plus. If there's one thing you can take away from this video, make sure you do practice test after practice test after practice test. That's something else I cannot stress enough. The more practice tests you do and you understand why you're getting certain answers wrong, you'll be golden on the actual exam itself. But that's gonna do it, guys. Down below, let me know, are you studying for your test? Are there any other tips that I may have missed that you can give the rest of us out there? But don't worry, guys. You got this. It's a hard test, but I know you guys can do it. I did it. I know you guys can do it too. That's gonna do it for today, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, buy my book, link down below. And like always, thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you on the next one. And go get that Network Plus. You got this.